had to walk out in protest as to the state of the nation as it relates to issue of insecurity in the nation. And concurrently, even though we did not do it exactly the way they did it, we also drew the House's attention as to what is happening in Nigeria, but most importantly in FCT. In FCT, just a few weeks back, Kuje prison was invaded. A few days back, of course, on Law School, Buhari Road, some very, very important Nigerians who are their youth in the armed forces were butchered by the insurgents. And as if that was not enough, the Minister of Education gave an instruction that all our children should leave, vacate their various schools. Yesterday, the FCT minister directed that all private schools should be closed. And I gave a warning on the floor of the House, advising my colleagues that Abuja is no longer safe. And that is the truth. If Abuja is safe, why should Minister of Education, under APC-led government, instruct that every child in every college of school should leave and vacate, and parents should come and collect their children? Why should the FCT minister himself direct that private schools should be closed? This, in effect, gives a signal that Abuja is not safe. And of course, we critically looked at the reason why our colleagues are calling for an impeachment notice to be put forward to Mr. President for his APC-led government inability to protect life and property. Our founding fathers created this nation for the purpose of ensuring that nobody will suffer in this country. But today, that is not the story. The story is a story of people being afraid to go out, to even do their legitimate businesses. Today, it's difficult to even fly. No aviation fuel. The aviation fuel is no longer available, and yet you cannot also fly by road because the kidnappers, the bandits are on the road. So it's very, very difficult. And of course, on the issue of the insecurity, let me bring to the notice of Nigerians and the whole world that the both chambers have tried several times, either by resolution or by a security summit, to draw the attention of Mr. President as to why there is need for us to address the insecurity of this nation. But that has not been taken very seriously. And of course, so many outcries by our people. Our farmers can no longer go to various farms, and I believe that we are worst hit in terms of food production. And this is because our farmers can no longer go to their various farms, and it is bad. And if you look at what happened also between Abuja and Kaduna, where the bandits bombed the train, and yesterday somebody was asked, one of them rescued was asked, will you ever use the train? And he said no, that he will never find himself using that train. So in effect, Nigeria is in a standstill. So having looked at all these scenarios and the reason behind why our colleagues walked out in the Senate, we're of the opinion that we'll also join them in the same way. They have given 6 to 8 weeks for Mr. President to address the insecurity that is, of course, affecting this nation. And I want to also join on behalf of my colleagues to say that upon the expiration, we will prefer ways of ensuring that we'll gather all the signatures. And let me make it very clear, those who are thinking that it's only issue of PDP or minority caucus, no. Many of our colleagues under the bipartisanship are affected. All of them are affected, many of them. So they may not be speaking, but we may be speaking for them. And when the time comes, I heard somebody this morning saying that it's a laughable attempt to want to do that. But perhaps when the action starts, the person will find out that it's not a laughable action. It's real, and we will not stand to allow this nation collapse. We think that it's high time that the insecurity of this nation is addressed. And of course, we also have the issue of oil theft, which has risen, which is now making it difficult to earn income from oil revenue. And these and many others is the reason why we are joining our colleagues in the Senate to ask Mr. President to address the insecurity of this nation within 8 weeks, between 6 and 8 weeks. Otherwise, we will find the constitutional means to ensure that we will serve him an impeachment notice. Thank you. Now 710 to $1. And if, as of yesterday, and if we are not careful, it may rise to up to 1,000 and beyond. And of course, we have made every effort annually to make budgetary provision for the security agencies to be able to address some of these issues. Through supplementary budget, we've done that, and through all the special interventions, we have always obliged them. So I think that they owe it as a duty to explain to Nigerians what is going on and why some of these things are happening. And today, our reserve is almost gone. We do not have any reserve anymore. The reserve is gone. And these were the things that it took PDP-led government time to build. You know, today they tell you that second Niger bridge is being built. That is not true. It's under Sovereign Wealth Fund. It's not being funded by appropriation. And that was kickstarted by PDP in PDP government. So I just felt that I should put this forward to Nigerian people and to the world to know what is going on. Thank you.